Hi, I hope you are doing good. In this session, we will cover these 3 points. First of all, we will create a app, Entra ID app. Then we will create a custom user flow, and we will add the app into that user flow. And in last, we will uh, test that app and user flow. So let's see things in action. I am just logging to the directory which we have created last time, which is step up PR. Let me go to the applications, view all, and let me quickly create a new registration. Let me call it step up YAR web. Keep this option selected. Let's click on web because we are going to create for web. Let's just simply click on register. Okay, so let's go to the apps again. In this list, you will have your app. Simply go to this app, uh, go to Authentication, add URI, click on Web. In redirect URI, simply add jwt.ms and click ID tokens used for implicit and hybrid flows. This option is used to get the token. Okay, click on API permissions. Simply click on grant admin consent for step up here. Okay, you have uh, provide all the required permissions. Let's go to the app. This is the detail client ID. This is the tenant ID. Okay, now let's create user flow. Click on new user flow. Step up your user flow. These are the attributes which will be visible in sign up form. Let's say if we don't select country region, it will not be available in sign up page. Let's click on create. User flow is getting created. Okay, user flow is created successfully. You could see this. Just go to external identities. Under external identities, we have user flows menu. Click on here and you will have all the available user flows. Click on the user flow that we have created. Click on applications and simply add application that we have created. Step up your web. Click on select. Okay, so we have assigned a user flow to the app. Now let's simply run user flow for testing. Run user flow. I am already registered with in this tenant using other apps. So let me direct login. Okay, so we are logged successfully, and here we do have all the claims that Entra ID return us. This time let me click on run user flow. Let me click on no account create. Vishan, let me quickly add a code. You could see that we don't have a country name because when we created a user flow, we have not selected country name. So we don't have country name in this form. Let me quickly add. Okay, so we are registered, and Entra ID token endpoint return us a token, and these are the claims that token have. To test this user flow, you need to take care of some stuff. Let me tell you about that. Remember, in when we have created this app, we added this URL in a return URL. Let me show you. Simply go to the application. In authentication, you could see that we have added jwt.ms, and then we have assigned this app to the user flow. So when you will try to test any user flow and you will click on run user flow, you will have all the assigned app in this drop down which are assigned to this user flow, and all the return URL would be under reply URL. So to test user flow, you need to make sure you set up this configuration. Okay, we are done with configuration. Now let's see how things happened in code. So let's go to the Visual Studio and see things in action. First of all, we need to set the configuration. So I am going to set up the client ID authority in a app setting. So we could pick and we could use in program.cs. So let's quickly get a client ID of a app that we have created. Go to app registration, view app. Here this is the app, right, that we have created. Simply copy client ID and paste here. And authority ID would be the tenant name, which is step up yar, and then we will integrate CIAM login.com. So this would be configuration in app setting. Now let's go to the program.cs. To add this, add Entra ID support, we need to install some package. So let me show you the package that we need to install. Here are the package that we quickly install. Let me install these packages. Package. I have successfully installed all these 4 packages. You need to install these, right? Then let's go to, then you need to add configuration into program.cs. Okay, now first of all we will CCURITY token handler dot default claim inbounding claims equal to false. Basically, we are overriding default schema, old schema, using this statement. Now we would simply dot services dot add authentication ID connect defaults dot authentication schema dot add Microsoft identity web app and builder dot configuration builder dot configuration. These line of code will get this configuration from app setting and implement uh, Entra External ID. It will see if a user unauthorized, it will hit to the Entra ID endpoint, login endpoint. This code, this code will add authorize to each controller, uh, authorization to each controller of the app, right? Now let's simply authorization and authentication. We need to enable authentication as well. Use UTH authentication, and here we go. Okay, so we have added configuration in program.cs to integrate Entra External ID. So now let's quickly run this project. Okay, here we go. You could see that we have a login page. All the endpoints of the controllers were authorized, so that's why we are redirected to the login page of our tenant. So these are the 2 accounts which I have used for testing. Let me click this account for login. Okay, so you could see that we have not registered a URL. This is the URL, app URL of this project. We have not registered in app as we registered jwt.ms. Let me go to the app quickly, go to authentication, click on add URI, and let's add redirect URI. Let's click on save. and let's try again. Okay, so you could see that we are able to log in, right? Let me show you quickly on running any other browser. Let me try to hit this on Edge. You would see that it will redirect us to a login page, right? You could see that. Now we need to add a password. Let's use another account this time. Let's use this one. Okay, so we are in. So we are successfully logged in and we have implemented Entra External ID successfully. Now let me show you the claims. Let me add a code in index dot in home controller index view. Let me add a code that will show all the available claims which we are getting from Entra External ID. So you will have all this code in you will have all this code in Git repository. I will add the link of that repository in the description of the video. Let me show you quickly. Okay, so these are the claims that we are getting from Entra External ID. So in today's session, we implement all these 3 points. We created app, we created user flow, we add a app into user flow, and then we implemented a code to get login and to get register using the client ID, which client ID of the app which we have just registered. And we also check that what are the packages which require to uh, implement Entra ID and how to add the configuration in program.cs. So in next session we will see the remaining items, and yeah, probably in next session we will complete the first milestone, which is task management web app. We will complete this in next session. I will check this code of this session. I will check in to the repository. I will create a repository with the session name, and I will add in the description of the video. You can download and you can run and you can test. Let's meet in the next session. Thank you. Let's meet in the next session. Thank you.